about it.
Well, there was that pillar.
Arizona sign there, I saw.
There was that pillar back at the beginning of the road.
Oh.
You want to go back and read it? Sure.
Oh, yeah.
So we are officially on our first section of the Arizona Trail. Of the 800 miles, we intend on completing probably 6 of it today. Although the trail we're on is 12 miles, only 6 of it is the Arizona Trail. You agree? So what are we taking? What's the whole route?
Arizona Trail.
Which is what number?
141.
I think it was 141. I think so. Okay.
To the ridge. Back down the ridge.
To the Fred Hout Ridge.
Yeah.
Isn't there something else? Some other kind of name in there?
Just the road, the Forest Road 95.
Oh, okay. Forest Road 95. And we're taking that to
Back here.
back to 300. Huh? Yeah.
Later on, I'll look on my phone if I can. I can get it.
Yeah.
Where I saw that trail that.
So this isn't a restroom?
This is a cabin.
What cabin?
We started a trail.
Oh, this is one of the cabins that are...
That's what I said on this. The picture I saw. This is exactly how they showed it.
Yeah.
Parking there, the cabin. The trail is right there.
Yeah.
Right on that way.
Built in 1918 by Lewis Fisher and used for many years as a fire guard station, a small spring near here was named after General George Crook, who used the spring while traveling the old Fort Apache Camp Verde Military Road. This cabin is preserved for historical significance. Use is prohibited.
Battle of the Big White Wash. Historical marker. That's what it is. Right here. Yep. That's it.
So our intent is to walk up here, up, and then come down here. FR 95, Forest Road 95. Not down Houston Brothers Trail. So the next hike we take is going to be starting here
at the Houston Brothers.
and we're going to go all the way around.
Right here, right here. Yeah, you go kind of backtrack, then it splits off. Yeah, and the
Then-
U-bar is here. There's the U-bar.
U-Bar Trail 28, and then we're going to come down this way.
So this will be the short one.
Yeah.
This will be the bigger one.
Yeah.
But we know what we're getting.
They must do a lot of work on it to keep it looking old. Is that what you're saying?
Just to keep it, like most of the other ones. The other ones are, gone.
Yeah. What do you mean I took a wrong turn? No, wait a minute. It says, looks like you've taken a detour. Yeah, it does. And it matches up. Oh, wow, it doesn't match up. Oh, I re-zoomed on it. Hold on. It's this way. We should have gone that other way. Yeah, because I
saw a faint looking trouble. It was really hard to tell.
yeah, see how far away off we are?
Oh.
We could probably go right up there. Huh? Yeah, that's fine. We'll get back there. I didn't realize that if you move the map, it kind of something comes on that says recenter, and if you don't hit that, it's not actually following the trail. It's just kind of frozen.
ducks.
I forget what the name of this creek is. Something Springs, I think. So I think right now, are we in Coconino National Forest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're right on the edge.
So the last two hikes, we've been in Tonto, Apache Sitgraves.
No, we haven't been there yet.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we did?
We-
Oh, yeah, we crossed over a little bit.
Right.
That place was-
Yep.
yeah.
And now Coconino. places.
Oh yeah, he's fine. We like that. We like him. Hi there.
Oh,
Oh, it looks like a good time.
the husband and wife. Oh no, there's three of them now.
I'm sorry, what's this, sir?
I said, were they husband and wife, boy and girl, family?
They're not related.
Oh, not related.
They're all rescued.
Oh, cool.
Loki was at the Humane Society. Kala was someone dumped on the streets of Phoenix. And then Nani was an owner surrender at a shelter I volunteer at.
I knew a shiver. His name was Loki. He looks like him too.
Were they playing in the creek?
Oh yeah, they love the water.
Yeah.
They're chasing chipmunks
Everything.
and I've seen squirrels, but
I did.
lizards, and they're in the water.
You seen any deer or anything?
We saw some driving in.
Yeah.
Saw some elk coming in
Yeah.
Okay.
at a couple of spots, but hadn't seen anything.
Oh, okay.
How far are you going?
We're going down the ridge,
We're gonna just cut
Fred
through
Hut
there.
Ridge.
Oh, okay.
It's our first time here in this area. We did the Sea Canyon up
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah.
the bottom up
Yeah, yeah.
a couple weeks ago. We decided to just,
I've done that many times.
uh-huh.
Did you go all the way up to the rim?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
uh-huh.
Good for you
And
guys.
then on the rim and
Yeah.
then back down the Drew.
The Drew Canyon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
So-
That was a 12 mile.
12 miles. 12 miles.
Nice. So you guys are just bushwhacking through the canyon at some point, aren't you?
Here?
We're just hiking.
Yeah.
We were
Trying not
gonna
to
do
get
the-
old.
Yeah. We were gonna take this to the Houston Brothers that way. And then that was like looking a little bit too long, like 18 miles.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you know, that's adding we're kind of building up
Oh, good.
our mileage. So we're gonna take that ridge.
Okay.
I think it's a forest road. I think that's all it really
Oh,
is.
it could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Our goal is to hike the whole Arizona Trail.
In
In sections.
sections.
Sections, yeah.
I've done that, yeah.
Oh, have
Have you?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that how you did it?
Yeah, I've never done the whole thing overnight or any of that, but we've done the Pinchot Cabin, and you know what's the Buck Springs is over
Yeah.
there.
Uh-huh.
This one down here, and Dane Canyon or
Uh-huh.
Dane Cabin.
Oh, good.
Yeah, if you keep going on this trail, you'll get to a fork, and if you stay on the Fred Haught Trail another maybe a mile, you get to his cabin ruins.
Oh, okay.
That's
Uh-huh.
it's just basically the chimney and some of the logs at the
Scatterings
bottom. Yeah,
around.
it's not,
Yeah, I
not
think I
much
saw a
there.
picture of that.
Yeah,
It was
not
pretty
not
much-
much there,
Yeah.
but
Interesting nonetheless.
yeah, it's a good destination. I've done it
Uh-huh.
twice.
And
And
that Pinot, is that how they say it?
Pinchot.
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 Yeah.
There's water there, right? Out of spigot?
Yes, there
Okay.
there is
I don't think I think our turnoff is before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, there'll be water in like a little. There's a couple springs there. Before you get to the Pinchot, there's another cabin ruins. I don't know if it has a name.
Uh-huh.
And there's a spring there, and then when you get to the Pinchot, there's another spring there too. So there is water. If you get down to that, if you stay on the Fred Haught Trail, you're probably, I'm thinking 4 miles away from the Pinchot at that point. You're
So
pretty,
that'd be 4 there
and then you got to come all the way back. Yeah. So.
Probably won't make it.
All right, sir.
Well,
Not this time.
Well, thanks for the info.
yeah. Enjoy your day.
uh-huh.
Have a good
Yeah.
day.
Take care.
Yeah. sand. Oh. Oh, wait a minute, it doesn't say that, does it? No, it just says it's this way. Let's see. Oh, we're supposed to go that way.
You're wrong.
Well,
That's the Arizona Trail.
maybe we're, okay. It shows us going a little bit more on the Arizona Trail. Yeah, see, we're cutting across. It's okay. We're losing Arizona Trail mileage, but
How can that be?
because
When all the maps show that.
Because it shows us the Fred Hawk Trail goes right around here and then blends right back up. The Arizona Trail, we're supposed to go this way, then cut over to the Hawk Trail over
On
here.
20, was that 22?
Yeah, 22.
Does it matter?
No, don't matter.
Did your wife tell you to go wrong?
Not yet. It takes like 5 minutes to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about how long it took the other time when you got off. You hadn't gone very far, actually.
Let's cut up. I want to go back to the Arizona Trail. Let's go right up here. Because it's only right, we're right here. What do you mean, haha? You're not even looking.
Oh, I believe you.
You know,
That's because I believe you, sir. Okay.
we're just right next to it.
Okay,
And I
this,
just wanna
that
go
little
up
faint line is a...
Yeah, that's a hot trail, hot over here. And this is the Arizona Trail that we're supposed to be on.
And so,
So what does it become over here? Yeah, over here it becomes Fred Hawk number 22. But this is Fred Hawk, where was that? Something else, right?
I think it said, but I don't remember.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, I guess it ends up over here anyway. Let's see.
Same.
We lose track of time.
if we follow the road, it goes here, and we cut off this whole part of the trail.
We're here.
Yeah.
We want to get here to 95.
We're going to go up here and down, and that's where the point is, where we would continue on
So
to.
we're directional.
Well, it's not going to go because I have it
Okay.
zoomed in. But
So we're right here. We go, here's our, whatever this is,
yeah, that's
1.1 mile, whatever it is, right?
I don't know. Does it
See a
say that?
little 1.1 there.
Oh, huh.
Uh-huh. So that'll put us up on 90.
That'll put us up on the whatever that thing was.
95?
Fred House, yeah, 95, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But it'll cut off this of what we were gonna, going this way.
Yeah. Well, now that it flattens out. Okay, what does that say?
This is 22, Fred House 22.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And
I
then
just saw that 0.9.
oh,
I don't know where that's. Yeah. Well, here we're just kind of gonna drop down and come up. Yeah. Either way, I don't know. Unless gosh, we're so close, so huh? Either.
yeah, I'd rather do the distance, go this way,
Yeah.
stay on the trail and off the road.
Right. You're right.
But you're getting tired.
Well,
Your call. And I don't know. I mean, it looks like it flattens out, but you don't really know. You don't really know what's over the next thing.
yeah, it looks like it's going to. There's a big. Or there's some sort of canyon or something there. It's gonna look like it's gonna be on the. It's gonna skirt it, right? It never
yeah.
crosses it, but it stays on this side of it,
Okay.
which could be good.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a canyon.
Something small. It looks small.
Yeah.
I had to. Oh. Oh.
0.9. Okay. didn't see any reviews of that road, the Canyon Road there, whatever. Newer than 2023, but ones from 2023 and earlier said it was overgrown, trees not taken care of. But then in the general description it said it was improved since then. So I don't know.
You want to stop here?
Whatever you want to do.
You're not hungry?
Oh, for food? Yeah, sure, let's stop. I'm guessing you're ready. Huh?
You got an inch to go.
We're going this way. We're going this way. I'm guessing this is the 712.
Yeah.
95. Yeah.
Whatever that was.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's 7:19. Oh, it's like it ended. Did it end? Oh no, it's just wasn't drawing fast enough. Yeah, that's the one that meets back up. This is where it meets up over there with the same road we're on. This is where we're at here. So Forest Road Service 19. Forest Service Road 19. 719.
Yeah, it hooked up with the trail.
Yeah.
It said 1.1 when you showed it to me that little.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. So the question is this going to stay like this? And if it is, do we want to go that way and get back into the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think so. Because at this point, how far do we have this way?
Oh, probably another 5 miles, probably.
And this is all shade and pretty much a downhill.
Yeah, once we get past the 1.1 miles. Well, even before that, I don't know what kind of road this is, but yeah, it should be. I think we'll enjoy this one more.
Yeah, I think so too. And we had already said, we could have even done that from back there,
Yeah.
Turn around.
There's what?
Our trail?
Oh, where? I don't think so. No. Do you remember coming out here?
There's the other one right there. But I leaned against that.
You're right. That's a big ass tree right there. Wow. I didn't notice that on the way in. Huh? Yeah. 10.8 miles. Whatever that is.
Is that 2 inches? We only got 2 more inches.
Yeah, probably 3. We're at 11.92 miles, so 12 miles. It gotta be. Can't be more than a mile and a half. Probably half of the mile is from the cabin to the car.
Yeah.
Kind of funny because I thought we'd be cutting off a lot of distance coming back on that road, that side road. But we're really not. If we had gone down that Canyon Road, whatever that was, 95, it was going to be 12 miles. We're going to have more than that this way.
Now the big dig for the keys.
Grand total 13.12 miles.
Well, gosh, we did more than the last time.
Yep,
By a mile, huh?
by a mile. We beat it by a mile.